from just like a fan standpoint and someone that like really loves sports and loves these big moments in sports, I always think, how does it feel to win on such a big stage? What is that feeling like? Like, walk me through that feeling of getting your hand raised on a big stage.
On a massive stage, it feels super surreal, to be honest. Like, I've had matches where I've won and it hasn't really sunk in until like hours, if not days, if not weeks afterwards. So there's definitely these surreal moments because you put in so much time and so much energy, and the people around you put so much time and energy into helping you accomplish your goals. But like, it's important to sit in that and enjoy that, but then it's also important to move on to the next one because there's always another match, there's always something else that we want to accomplish. Like, my approach has changed in just how professional I am towards like each individual element. So it's more than just getting onto the training mats and doing sessions every day. It's more than that. It's being really specific with the sessions we do, having periods of time in the training camps where it's skill development or it's sharpening up defensive skills or sharpening up, you know, the submission game. So we really dial in on that stuff, as well as making sure the strength and conditioning component is what it needs to be and where it needs to be. The nutrition is all locked in, like all the individual elements that allow like any athlete but myself to be able to compete at their optimal level. We just tweak and dial those in, and then now we have a really good pattern with that. Like, I know what I need before a competition, my team knows what I need before a competition, so we just now have a really good equation about how to peak for all those major events. Well, when the match originally got cancelled, there was definitely some frustration there. There was definitely some disappointment because I compete, I enjoy competing, and I had put in a lot of time and energy for my training camp to be ready, and it was only, I think, 2 weeks out at that point in time. So I was definitely disappointed, I was definitely frustrated, but, you know, I talk a lot about being a professional, and being professional is, you know, not letting those little hiccups impact the skill development that I'm trying to accomplish as an athlete. So as soon as the match was called off, I was on the mats, didn't miss a single session, and if not for me, then for my teammates that were also getting ready to compete in the UFC Fight Pass event. You know, Sarah Galbal was jumping into that, so I wanted to stay on the mats and consistent for her as well. But no time is ever wasted, and no camp is ever a waste of time. We just kick it on into the next competition. I think I was ready then, but I think I'm even more ready now. I think it definitely like motivated me. It gave me even more time to really like sharpen the tools that we were already sharpening, and we're already feeling strong. We got to get that little bit of extra time. Like, none of that gap was wasted. We made sure that my body could recover from the training camp that we already did, but also when it was time to go back in and time to continue building, we did exactly that. And I think that I was ready then, but I'm even more ready now. Like, I'm coming in very prepared. Without giving too much away, what strengths? I think for me, I'm quite well-rounded. I pride myself on being well-rounded as an athlete. Like, I'm not just a guard player. I'm not just a leg locker. I'm not just a wrestler. You know, I don't have one move. I got a lot of different things that I continue to work on. So I think that's what's going to keep me super dangerous in this match, where it doesn't matter where the match ends up. I'm going to be dangerous there, and I'm going to be pushing for a good finish. It's that kangaroo meat, man. We live and breathe kangaroo meat. I think it's just, you know, we're bred different down there. I think we're all pretty tough and pretty motivated, and, you know, part of us is just doing our own thing, and eventually we'll make our way to somewhere else, a different country, and get to compete and show our skills. But there's a lot of depth in a lot of different sports down in Australia. We kind of cook everybody there until they're ready, and then we release them into the bigger stages. So we've got some things cooking in Australia, that's for sure. Funny enough, I was just in the car talking to my beautiful fiance, talking about this, and there's this place in Vegas, it's called Nelson's. I think it's just called Nelson's, and it's frozen custard, but it's like you put all the add-ons in there, and like the cookies and the cookie dough and the brownies and whatnot. So I think as soon as the match is done, that's where we're going. We're going to go get some Nelson's frozen custard, because it's the best ice cream frozen dessert that I've ever had in my life.
Perfect.
Too easy.